Alright everyone, welcome back to the Brandon Breeze GunTube channel. Have you been considering grabbing yourself an Osight X? This will be a good video for you to watch, as that's what I'm reviewing, right? So check build, controls, installation, etc. So the build, they have a proprietary aluminum blend that they call OAL, which if you watch Deskpop's video, this thing was destroyed pretty easily, right? So we don't know if that's actually durable or not. Based on that, I would say not necessarily, but I don't generally drop my pistols that much, so I'm not terribly worried about it, right? Controls are just like that of the Holosun. You've got the plus and the minus. If you want to change your reticle, you press and hold the minus down. If you want to change the mode that it's in, whether it be auto adjustment, if you want it manual, or if you want to lock it in at a certain setting, you press and hold the plus until the reticle flashes, and then that will get you where you want to go. You got 3 reticle choices. You've got dot, circle dot, and just the circle by itself. So very, very cool as far as that kind goes. But the weird thing is, and we don't know if this will be good or not in the end, but it charges with this little hood. And this little thing tells you that's the power of the optic. Then if you pull it off, it'll tell you the power of the unit itself. They say I think you can recharge the optic completely like 3 times with the battery power from this. And this is a Type C. So very interesting, kind of cool because you don't have a solar panel on here, but you could charge it with a solar panel, right? Get one of those little handy dandy solar panels with the Type C and boom, you've got a rechargeable optic for the apocalypse, if it doesn't break and fly off, obviously. The range test and footage, so let's go ahead and watch that range footage now. I shot, I think about, yeah, little over 300 rounds through this gun with this setup today, and spoiler alert, it went pretty darn well. Let's go check that out and we'll catch back up at the end. Alright everyone, I noticed that about 80% of folks are still not subscribed to the channel that watch regularly, so if you wouldn't mind, go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. That helps the channel out. We want to grow and spread the word and help more people. So go ahead and hit the subscribe now, and we'll get back to the video here in a second. Alright everyone, what did you think about the range footage? Like I said, boringly reliable, no problems with this. I used the laser bore sighter, which I've talked about in a couple of my other videos. Thank you, my buddy Tony, for that. And got like a pre-zero, and it was damn near dead on at 25 yards. So it made it very, very easy to zero, and it held zero, didn't have any problems at all. Probably a big testament to the mounting system of the Shadow Systems, which I talked in the video about the Shadow Systems, right? Let's see, pros and cons. So some of the pros are gonna be window, and well, this has been safety checked, but you've got a very big window. It's very easy to find the dot and very easy to keep track of the dot because this shoots incredibly flat, right? So that's another big pro. The reticle on this is very crisp. It's actually more crisp than my Holosun 507 comps, which I'll be doing a comparison video between these two at some point in the near future. And the price point is near impossible to beat, right? Under $200 in many, many areas for the Osight X at this time. And another big pro, in my opinion, is how clear the glass is from a tint perspective, right? So both Holosun, Trijicon, all the different optics, they have a really green or bluish tint. You can see here right against my FPC logo that this doesn't really have any of that, which is super nice, right? Now, some of the cons for this are going to be that if you wind up with the reticle up at the top of the glass, I think it kind of disappears just a little bit before it hits the top of the glass. Whereas, say, on the Holosun, and it might be like the adhesive or something like that that it's kind of running into and not reflecting off of, but it seems like the Holosun doesn't have that. It goes all the way up to the top of the glass. The finish doesn't appear to be that durable. I mean, I didn't really like beat it up today, but you can see it's got like a couple of little chips in the finish. It's got a bunch of scuff marks on the side and another little chip out of the finish there. So I don't know what the long-term durability looks like on the finish. It's not a big deal because it's just a tool, right? But it's something that you might want to know. And then the material, the material, obviously, we saw Deskpop's video most likely, and this thing was destroyed pretty easily. I'm not one to do that. These I have to pay for with my own money, and I don't have a ton of money, so you know, I'm going to use it wisely, and I'm not going to go hitting things with hammers and rocks and dropping it and all those type of things. I'll let everybody else do that has free optics coming to them and things like that. But long story short, all the way at the end here, I think you should give this a try because it's so inexpensive, right? If it fails, throw it away, buy something else. Or, of course, you could always go with the buy once, cry once mentality and spend the money on an SRO, then you drop that and it breaks anyway, right? So, anyways, I would still say I recommend this optic as of right now. Keep in mind I didn't durability test it in any way other than giving a little bit of bumps and bruises. And that is it. That is all for this video. If you like my content, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you.